I'm not really bad. I'm just drawn that way. Right, so this week I've been harping on to Gazady about our favourite 80s cartoons, because it was the golden era, I think, for the cartoon. The theme tunes were amazing, the animation was amazing, the characters were amazing. They had everything, didn't they, then?
Yeah. You didn't need to get morals, you didn't need to learn a lesson. It was just good versus evil. Kapow!
Let's have a fight.
No messing about.
Now, so it got us thinking. Some classic cartoons have already been made into films, right?
Yeah.
So Transformers, for example.
It's the big one, isn't it? Yeah.
And I like the Transformers films. The first one I loved.
Yeah,
it was
it's
excellent.
good, yeah.
And then I think they got subsequently worse. But Bumblebee was wicked.
Yeah,
really like Bumblebee. Really He-Man's been done.
Yeah.
Any others?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget's been done, that's true.
Pole Position.
Pole Position.
There's some out there.
So there's a few been done already, right?
The one that I'm surprised they've not done is Thundercats.
Yeah.
Now, one of our previous episodes, look up there, you can have a look. We've done an hour long or something like that, wasn't it? We got really carried away. We cast a live action Thundercats. Go and check that out. But we're not talking about that today, are we?
No. We're here to talk about what cartoons haven't been made into a film, a live action film, that should be.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best one from that era that we think would make an incredible film? So do you want to go first?
You go first, because we kind of agree on this one.
Okay. So my favourite cartoon is from 1987, and it's The Visionaries.
It is a time when magic is more powerful than science, and only those who control the magic control destiny. They are the Visionaries.
How good was The Visionaries? And I can't believe this hasn't been made into a film. Now, there was talk that a script was in development. In fact, with the guy from Freaks and Geeks, I think, was going to be one of the writers on it. The main star, I can't remember his name now. But I think Visionaries, with all the technology and the VFX we've got now, would make an incredible film. Now, the cartoon wasn't a massive success. Only one series, 13 episodes, and then it got binned off.
What? I don't know why, because I used to love it. I used to love it.
The toys, even though I think they were incredible, now the toys had like the coolest holograms on them ever, didn't they?
They're attacking! Use your mind control power! They've stolen it! Now I'll control their minds! And my magical power will shake the earth!
Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light.
Visionaries from Hasbro.
And you had like all the main characters. So basically the idea of the Visionaries is there's a planet called Prismos, which has enjoyed for 7,000 years, has enjoyed the wonders of technology and science. Yeah, they've been living in harmony. Then the three suns align, and it destroys everything. And then we're into the age of magic. Now Merklin, a wizard, tips up and he's like, I want to teach someone all about the magic, and I need all the best warriors and the knights and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you've got like Leoric and his band of spectral knights. And then you've got, I forgot, Darkstorm, and his the Darkling Lords. Now they're kind of the two factions that war against each other, and they want to control the magic. Basically, they do sort of like a Hunger Games almost, I guess, where they get given these certain powers, and they've got staffs, and they've got like armor with the big holograms on the chest, and they've got like special powers of a certain animal. Some of them have got staffs, and if they get staffs, you can use certain magic. For Leoric, who's the leader of the Spectral Knights, for example, he says like, whispered secrets of a shattered age. I summon you, renew this sage. And you know what? When I think of that, and I was watching the Visionaries the other day, I'm thinking to myself, why wasn't it successful? Because it's Ace.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it's too clever for the time. Like if you think about it, you've got like warrior poets in there. You've got all these different powers and all these cool effects even in the cartoons. And the figures were amazing, but they weren't successful.
Yeah.
At the time, the toy makers were obsessed with robots, Transformers and G.I. Joe, stuff like that. So kids weren't that bothered about the Visionaries. And there was only sort of 8 figures, I think, 4 of each, and a couple of vehicles. So the range wasn't massive. But I think it was just kind of quite highbrow as a cartoon.
Yeah,
You know.
and for me, I think it was kind of on the cusp, like you said, 87, and cartoons were beginning to change, weren't they? It was just that when you hit the 90s, and they all look very different.
Yeah,
and I think it was just at the end of it where the people who was well into, like when we were kids, we were kind of probably on that transitioning out of it. I think probably.
Yeah. But when I watched it again, I thought, I remember now why I loved it so much, because it's so good. Like the first episode, for example, explains like all the background and what's happened on Prismos and all that stuff. And it is quite intense in terms of like a kid, if you want to just switch your brain off and watch a cartoon for a bit. It's quite intense. Yeah. But the characters are amazing. Like I said, Leoric, Witterquick.
He was my favourite.
Yeah, he was ace, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He had like the speed of a cheetah.
And do you know what? A cheetah is my favourite land animal, bar none. And I think it was because of the Visionaries.
Yeah.
It looks well cool, yeah.
That's probably, you know, I probably agree with you there. I mean, it's not my favourite animal. My favourite animal is a gorilla, which is in a baddie in Sindar, who's voiced by Peter Cullen, who was Optimus Prime.
Famously,
in Transformers. And that's the thing, like the cast. You had Chris Latta, who was Starscream in Transformers as well, and he does Cryotech, I think. But anyway, like, it had everything, I think. Yeah. And I think looking at what you could do with it today, with the depth of the story, the world you could create, like if you look at, say, Titan in Infinity War and all that, and like the world that's created there, you could do that with Prismos. We've got all these effects, like imagine the bear coming out the chest, or like the lion for Leoric and Witterquick, and then doing the light speed. It would just be, we've got the technology. It's like the $6 Million Man or whatever. We've had the technology. We can build this film.
Where Thundercats will never be made, I don't think, is because everyone loves it too much. And it would always be a resounding failure, I think, because everyone will go, it's not like the cartoon. Whereas the Visionaries, there is a fan club there. There's that base, but it's not as ingrained. So I think it's there. People will go, I used to watch this as a kid, so they'll be in on it. But then with the CGI that we could do now, it would be amazing.
And I think we could make it amazing, guy, and we're the men for the job.
Let's do it.
So that's the first one. Visionaries, we're going to make it into a film. Studios, get in touch with us. We've got the best ideas.
It's Netflix, isn't it?
Next.
I've gone for the Defenders of the Earth.
Defenders.
Oh, and this.
Another classic.
Yeah. Again, and with this, because it's obviously got some elements of, so Flash Gordon's in it, and Ming the Merciless is the big baddie. So you say, well, that has been done obviously in the 80s with a fantastic soundtrack by Queen. Yeah. But it's got so many other elements, hasn't it? Like Phantom, Mandrake, Lothar. And that's not, it's never talked about in that universe. So it's like, I think another one where people love it, and it's got one of the best theme tunes for me. Man.
It makes you feel young again, doesn't it?
It does.
Makes you instantly feel young. And I think, like you mentioned Flash Gordon there, it was kitschy.
Yeah.
And it was cheesy. Yeah. But if you could pull it back now and make a serious Defenders of the Earth, I think it could be incredible. The
only thing I think would probably, it will be difficult to bring it because people will look at the Avengers and go, well, there's a lot of elements in the Avengers. Yeah, a lot of similar traits. So it'd be like, this is just an Avengers rip-off. Yeah. I would love to see it, but I'm not sure that it would ever come to the screen.
No. So I think we should probably move on.
Yeah, go
because
on.
What I said to you guys was, okay, so we pick a cartoon that we would make a live-action film. But obviously these days, animation itself is a totally different ballgame, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what old cartoon would we reanimate now to make into a newer version for the modern age? And the first one I thought of, and I don't even know loads about this, but the first one I thought of was Gummy Bears.
Oh, they're bouncing here, there and everywhere, mate.
Gummy Bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears. They are the Gummy Bears.
The Gummy Bears is like, obviously it's a Disney product.
Yeah.
I think like they could Pixar it up a bit. And like if you think of all the wealth of characters there, you've got what are they all, Zummy, Cubby, and the Gummy Bears are kind of like a group of human-y teddy bears that live in a big massive tree, aren't they? Yeah. It's got like a labyrinthine underground bit to it, and they drink gummy berry juice, and then they fight against trolls. And what's the bad guy's name?
Igthorn, I think. And he's got his little toad water.
What's the Duke?
Yeah, he's the Duke Sigmund Igthorpe, I think.
Right, okay. I think that'll be a good one to remake because it's got action in it. It's got loads of different characters.
Yeah.
I think kids these days would love it. My little lad would love it.
So what are you thinking? A kind of just in their world, or a kind of almost like a fish out of water, like Joe, where how they did Detective Pikachu in our world?
Okay.
What are you kind of thinking?
No, in their world.
In their world,
yeah. I think imagine the merch as well. Gummy berry juice.
Yeah.
Imagine that flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
Wow. Put loads of sugar in it as well. Make kids think that it's actually letting them bounce.
Yeah. The amount of times I was bouncing around my front room and I got the gummy berry juice.
Yeah.
My mum going, sit down, I can't. Bang, bang, bang.
So what would you pick?
So well, there was loads. I was going to say Chip and Dale, but then I looked that up. They're doing that.
Yeah.
They're doing that soon
With Disney Plus.
on Disney Plus. Yeah. Andy Samberg is one of them.
Oh wow. Okay.
The Wuzzles I was going to do because I absolutely love the Wuzzles. You and I, like, no, we're having it with you. And that was only that was, for me, I was like, that's a bit like Pokemon. But again, it was only one series. So I plumbed for
Go on.
Bananaman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is 29 Acacia Road, and this is Eric, the schoolboy who leads an amazing double life. For when Eric eats a banana, an amazing transformation occurs. Eric is Bananaman, ever alert for the call to action.
And there was talk about it. They were in, I think, 2014. There was about a 2-year period where they were like, "We're doing it."
Really?
Yeah, this is gonna happen.
I never heard of that.
It fell by the wayside. Although they have done a musical on the West End last year or the year before. Yeah, probably with COVID.
How have I missed this?
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
I want to go to see. Put Bananaman the musical back on. I want to go watch it.
So,
all right. So I think that's a difficult one for me. That because I can see it as an animation, but I want to see it as a live action.
yeah, well, you could, couldn't you?
All right. With that in mind, then, who would you cast as Bananaman? And Eric, who lives at 29 Acacia Road.
Yeah.
Come on. Eric Wimp, his name, isn't it?
Yeah, Eric Wimp. This is a Dandy product, wasn't he? Dandy and Beano.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
2013 was the last time he
Yeah.
graced the pages of the Beano or whatever.
Go on then. Who are you picking?
Well, I couldn't. In my mind's eye, I was like, he's done a good rehearsal.
Yeah.
He's got the cleft chin.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill. I was like, he's been Superman. Now he's going to be Bananaman.
Fair.
But like it was that full face.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's fat. Obviously, he's not Henry Cavill, but that Wyatt Russell.
Okay.
I thought him, but so I couldn't get past him. But who I will go for, and because I love him, and if I was a director, I'd love it. Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. Okay.
Yeah, Luke Evans. That's who I'd go for.
But the person I would go for is too old to play him now. But I think he would have been the perfect Bananaman. Is Bruce Campbell. I think he's just got that sort of face, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I think he would have made a brilliant Bananaman. I don't know about Eric. Eric's a hard one to cast.
Straight away I was like, Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet, whatever
He's
his
too
name is.
cool. Eric's a bit of a Burke.
Yeah, and then I was like, Eric's 9. And I kind of think, but who I did think who would potentially be good, I mean, he's 15 now, Jacob Tremblay.
Okay.
In Room and Wonder. Yeah. I think he's because he looks quite young, and if he made his hair darker.
None of them British enough, though, are they?
Well, that's the thing.
It's quintessentially British Bananaman, isn't it? I mean, he's the only superhero who sort of swims rather than flies through the air. Anyway, it's time for something completely different. Right, okay, guys. So for this week's challenge, as you know, I bloody love a good theme and a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
We've already said that 80s cartoons have the best themes. I'm not doing any of them, but what I am doing is a quick quiz, a music quiz. Guess the soundtrack/theme. Film and TV, this is a Melodica.
I was going to say, if you're going to ask me what the instrument is, I don't know.
You blow in. Makes like a cartoon fart noise, depending on your preference. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
Sorry, I'm already laughing.
What is this? Amazing.
You got it?
Interstellar.
He's got
I
it.
love it.
Interstellar soundtrack by Hans Zimmer, one of the greats, obviously.
Brilliant.
And what I've tried to do is use different composers for each
All right, okay.
as well.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Right.
Give you a
So our next one.
The Avengers theme.
By Alan Silvestri.
Yeah.
You've got it. 2 out of 2. You didn't think you were going to do well on this,
No,
did you?
no. I was like,
you're
it
doing
sounds
all right.
exactly like the first one when you first started playing it.
Here we go. You recognise it? Come on.
That's not Lord of the Rings, is it?
No. Well, balls that one now. You get it?
No.
It's Game of Thrones, gang.
Oh,
Or a version of.
never seen it, mate.
Composed by Ramin Djawadi.
As
Game of
Morecambe and
Thrones.
Wise once said, he's playing all the right notes, not necessarily in the right order.
I didn't say it was going to be perfect, alright? It's a melodica, give me a chance. Bit of romance for you.
Ooh, I like it. Give me a couple of bars. Go on.
Really?
Yeah, go on. Quick. That's an elf. No, Robin Hood.
It's not Robin Hood.
No.
Do you give up?
Yeah.
It's Braveheart, Gift of a
Aye,
Thistle.
aye.
James Horner,
Yeah.
composer.
Yeah.
Next.
Star Wars. Good on that.
Well, I want a bit more specific, thank you.
Imperial March.
You're off, composer.
John Williams.
Well done. You got it. Star Wars. You can't just say Star Wars. When I tested it on my good lady, she went Star Wars. I was like, you're not having that. Come on. And I put this one in just for you.
All right, okay. Footloose.
Family Connection.
Do you know what, when you said Family Connection,
Yeah.
at first I was like, is this Neighbours? I don't know anyone. My mum's a Cockney.
She is
EastEnders. The EastEnders theme, I don't know the composer.
Simon May.
Right.
And he may,
Right.
if he wants to.
Brian's brother.
Brian's brother Simon. You got it?
Yeah, the Friends theme. The Rembrandts, wasn't it?
Rembrandts, yeah.
I thought you'd have a turn.
Right. Let me try this one.
Sounds something like. Yeah.
Come on. You love this program.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like Mr. Ben or The Good Life or something.
You like this as well.
You're
gonna kick yourself? Gonna kick yourself.
Curb.
Curb your enthusiasm.
Oh,
you
just
guys.
come to me then.
Right, next.
What is that from? What is that from?
Come on, we have to hurry
Dunno.
up. It's The Great Escape.
Oh,
Elmer Bernstein. Elmer Bernstein, The Great Escape. Now, the last one. This is, I think, a hard one.
Because they've been easy so far. Last of the Summer Wine.
A classic
Yeah,
British comedy. A bit of Last of the Summer Wine for you guys. And that was by Ronnie Hazelhurst, who composed loads of comedy themes from like the 70s, the 80s, 60s, or whatever you want. So there you go. I don't know how you did, guy.
That should have just been the episode. Just do an hour of that. And I assume, well, let us know on socials how you got on.
Yeah.
As ever, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, notify yourself whenever we're doing silly stuff like this.
Yeah.
And to play us out,
I've got a bit of feedback in my mouth now. We'll see you next time.
we'll learn our theme tune.